We're gonna reload. Avenue for take 4. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you guys are back here. I hope that you enjoyed the previous videos, and if you're new here, I'm Bianca Oprea and welcome to my channel. I hope that you're gonna enjoy my videos. We do lifestyle and dentistry stuff. Today we're gonna talk about sutures and how to do a simple and continuous suture, and I hope that you enjoy it, and let's get right into this video. Okay, so let's start with the instruments. What you will require to make a suture, of course, it will be a needle holder. You're gonna need a blade to open the wound if you don't have one already. You're gonna need an anatomical forceps. A straight one would be preferred because then you can easily grasp the tissue. Sometimes you also require a scissor if the needle holder doesn't have it already included in there. And of course, the most important thing is the suture and the needle, of course. In here you can see we have the atraumatic ones, which basically means that the suture is already stuck to the needle, but there is also some that you have to attach the suture to the needle, but those are a little bit more wider, so they give a bit more of a hole when you puncture the skin with it. Okay, so when we talk about the simple interrupted suture, is the most basic one that you can see. I'm going to draw here a wound. Basically this will be our wound, and we have 2 points, a proximal point and a distal point. Proximal is close to us, distal is away from us. And then when we have to enter with the needle, we're going to have to enter perpendicular to the tissue. So basically we're going to enter here in the proximal one. This is our suture that we leave it out. And then we're going to enter the tissue. So I'm going to make it interrupted so you know it's under the skin. We're going to come out in the middle of the wound. We're going to reload the needle in the needle holder, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna come out in a distal point, and then we have our suture here, which we're gonna do a knot with this other one. I'm gonna show you in a second. Basically our wound will look like this. It will be closed, and we're gonna have like this, a straight line and like a little knot in one side. Let's do it. But first of all, we're gonna have to, of course, use the blade to make an incision because we don't have one. You have to enter 90 degrees, pull a little bit, and then you go 45 until you want it, and then you come out also in 90 degrees. Okay, so let's do now the suture. I need the needle holder, I need the forceps and the needle, of course. I'm gonna catch it with this holder in the upper third part of it, so close to the suture. And it's basically like this. Now it's fixed, and we're gonna enter in the proximal part of the wound. So let's enter. We're gonna come out in the middle of the wound. Never leave the needle unheld, so I was holding it with the forceps. We have to leave like 3 centimeters of thread in this part. We're gonna reload the needle, basically like this. We're gonna go in the distal fold of the wound, like this, and we come out. It's done, and we have to do a knot. So we're gonna catch with our hand this part of the wire. We're gonna put the needle holder perpendicular to the wound. We have to rotate twice around it. Then we have to catch this little part that is left here, and we're gonna have to guide the knot in whichever part we want, but we're gonna guide it in the proximal. And then we do it again, once just, and then again just once. So a surgical knot is composed of once, twice, and 2 simple. And now we can cut the excess. Normally you can also grab it with the forceps. That's basically our simple suture. Now let's do the continuous one. Okay, now we're gonna talk about a simple continuous suture. So again, I'm gonna draw here a wound so then you guys can understand what I'm talking about. I'm gonna do a drawing again the proximal point and the distal point here. So we're gonna enter with a forehand movement, so basic toward us in one. We're gonna leave a suture there. We're gonna enter here. We're gonna see it through the middle and gonna exit in a point 2. And here we're gonna have to make a little knot with this part of the suture, and with this part we're gonna make a knot that we're gonna guide in 1. And then basically our suture will be here in 1. So we just go here where we're gonna have point 3. We're gonna enter again. We come out in a point 4, and we just keep going on diagonal. We go up, here we go and enter in point 5, and then we come out in point 6, and then again on diagonal to a point 7, we go in, we come out in a point 8, and then we're gonna, let's say we want to end it here, we're gonna have to leave a loose like end here, a little bit of suture. We're gonna have a point 9 here on the same side. We enter inside, we can still see it of course in the wound, and we come out in a point 10, where we will have our last end of the thread, and then with this one and with this one we're gonna make another knot that we guide in the proximal part. And basically our wound will look like this. It will be closed and it will have like a little L here with the knot here, and then it will look like this, and then again another knot that we guided here in proximal, and this one we guided in distal. Let's do it now. And now for the continuous suture, I'm gonna grab my needle always with the forceps and the needle holder on the upper third of the needle, like this, in a forehead movement. We go into point 1, as we already talked in the drawing. We have to reload in the middle of the wound, come out in point 2, and now we have to do a knot, the needle holder parallel to the wound, double time, and then we catch this part and we guide the knot there. And then one more time, just once, and one more time. So we have 1 double and 2 singles in a forehand position. We go into point 3, come out in the middle, reload, go on to the proximal part of the wound, come out in point 4, and then we continue on diagonal for as long as the wound needed. We go into point 5 here, come out in the middle, again reload, come to the point 6. Okay, now we go into point 7, and we keep doing this for as long as our wound is. Okay, so let's say that this will be our last point. We're gonna have to take our needle and load it in a backhand movement. We're gonna go next to this exit point, like this. Of course, reload in the middle of the wound, and we're gonna come out in a point 10 onto the other side, which will be our last point. You have to leave a loose end here, like this. And together with this one and that little loose, we're gonna do the knot. Double time, we put it here, one more time, and one more time. I hope that you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, leave a like, and of course if you want to see more, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you next Sunday at 8 p.m. Bye guys!